Yes team, welcome back to our latest video. If you've got a HYROX race coming up and you're a bit confused about what you need to eat before your race, we have got you covered. But before we do so, make sure you drop this video a like and make sure you click that big red subscribe button.
There's a lot of you that aren't subscribed. There's like 78% of you who watch these videos, enjoy these videos, get to a Sunday evening and go, ooh, I can't wait for that next YouTube video. And you aren't subscribed. What's that about?
So let's get straight into it. There are some common challenges that you all seem to be facing. The first one is underfueling. Basically not eating enough before your race, getting halfway through and feeling a bit flat, feeling low on energy. By the end of today's video, you won't be worrying about that happening. Common challenge number 2 is overfueling or overeating. I'm sure you can all relate at some point where you've overeaten, you get halfway through your race, or you're even at the start line, you're feeling like sluggish, tired, the polar opposite of energized because you've eaten too much. And the third one being your race start time really confuses you in terms of what you should be eating because it's a bit different to what your normal training routine is like. If you're currently thinking, yeah, I can relate to all 3 of those, you're in the right place because we're gonna give you confidence that you know exactly what you need to eat and when to eat it.
When it comes to knowing how much you need to eat, it's all relative to your body mass. Inside the EMA, we use our 1-2-4 method. And this is basically going to give you a structure dependent on your race time, dependent on your body weight, so you know exactly how much you need to eat to execute your best race. It's a very simple method where you are literally a ratio of 1-to-1, being 1 gram to 1 kilo of body weight. So for example, if you're in a morning race, then we recommend about 1 gram per 1 kilo of body weight. If you're midday race, so you're training literally at that lunchtime, we recommend therefore then loading to 2 grams per kilo of body weight. If you're in the afternoon, we recommend going for 3 grams per kilo of body weight. And lastly, if you've got one of those rubbish evening start times, then we recommend 4 grams per kilo. So putting that into an example, let's say you're a 70 kilos individual and you are racing in the afternoon. You'll be looking to have upwards of 210 grams of carbohydrates before your afternoon race start time.
And if you're currently wondering, well, what does that look like? Can you give us some meal examples? We're going to do that just for you.
I'm going to cook them all for you.
Okay, so to give you an example, if you've got around 2 to 3 hours before your race, you want to focus on complex carbohydrates that are going to be slowing to digest, moderate protein and low fat. So, perfect examples. If you're racing in the morning, say 9-10 o'clock and you have time to have a breakfast, overnight oats is a perfect staple. Complex carbohydrates in the oats, you've got some protein powder, some Greek yogurt in there, some blueberries, some fibre and some banana for some quick release energy.
I'm not saying it's a secret power, but it's something we have pretty much before every HYROX race, run race, competition, no matter what it is, we'll always have that for breakfast.
If you're training early afternoon and you have 2 or 3 hours to eat a meal and let it digest, then a perfect go-to could be a chicken pasta salad. So moderate protein, complex carbohydrates in your pasta. Are you struggling to open it?
I can hear the air on that.
And some salad for some extra volume. Keep the fat low to help with your digestion and focus on your complex carbohydrates in pasta. This is also easy to meal prep. So if you're commuting to your race, you're on a train, you're on a bus, you're in a car, then these are 2 really easy examples that you can meal prep and take with you.
If you've got 1 to 2 hours before your race, you want to be focusing on complex and simple carbohydrates, but really prioritizing just those carbohydrates. Protein and fats are ultimately going to slow down the body's ability to digest those carbohydrates, get them into the muscles quickly, which is what you ultimately need for your race. So some carbohydrate-based snacks could be a bagel.
With some jam, we probably put some jam on it.
I wouldn't eat it like that.
Plain bagel, maybe.
With banana on top.
The secret weapon.
And again, you could even drizzle a little bit of honey on there as well if you're feeling extra want of carbs. Or another option, again, something that's going to be fast into the system, is a simple bowl of cereal.
If you've only got around 60 minutes before your race, you want to focus on simple carbohydrates that are going to give you that quick release of energy. Our go-to here are rice cake, chocolate flavoured or yoghurt flavoured, or the classic squares bar. Everyone loves a good squares bar. It's going to give you a quick release of energy. It's not going to sit heavy on your stomach and you can have it close to that working out window.
And lastly, about 30 minutes before your race, if you're someone who potentially because of nerves can struggle to digest food that close to a race, or even just want that little bit of last boost of energy, then we recommend sticking to things like isotonic drinks. You've got to be mindful of something like a Lucozade because obviously it's a lot of hydration. So if this is what you're going to have, I recommend sipping on it, probably not smashing it before you go and jump onto the start line. And what can be even more beneficial there, you can use a supplement with powdered carbs in it. So this is literally my go-to all the time, the electro fuel from My Protein and HYROX, because what you also can do is you can get the same carb benefits from like a Lucozade, like an isotonic drink. However, you can do it with a smaller amount of liquid, and therefore you're not going to be running around in your race thinking, I really need the toilet right now. And it just digestively, a lot of fluid is not ideal when you're running around. And even so, you can have something like some dried fruits, some dates, even again, something like a banana. I will have literally a banana just before I walk into the warm-up area. And then I will have this drink already made in a plastic bottle that I can throw in the bin. And I will have that like halfway through my warm up, which is usually say 30 minutes before we're literally about to start. And that is absolutely, I find, perfect for me.
The most important thing here is all of these foods need to be trialed and tested in your training. Don't just save it for race day. So when you know your race start time, have a practice run through with what type of food you think you should eat throughout the day to give you that amount of energy. If you can, try and manipulate exercising at that time of day too with practicing the food that you're going to consume so you know what it feels like. Trying it on race day is not the way forward. We hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, make sure you drop it a like. If you...
I was going to say, if I can throw and catch this in my mouth, then you have to subscribe. I reckon there's 100...
Bruno, you ready? Could we go on the floor?
No, there is 110% chance I catch this.
Oh.
Told you.
Yeah, Bruno looks gutted.
Can you do it?
No. There's 100% chance that I can't do it.
Oh my God. You've got to give yourself a chance. You've got to throw it in. You've got to throw it high. Shocking. Subscribe.